Hi guys, today we're going to talk about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry documentary Harry and Meghan that is now playing on Netflix. I finally saw the first 3 episodes that have been posted online, and if you haven't, I would advise you to go and watch it because it's fab. It's really fabulous. I'm not saying that as a fan of Meghan Markle, but as a person that likes documentaries and especially Netflix documentaries. It's so well done. The visuals are beautiful. The photos of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are beautiful. So it started as a self-documentary from Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. It's right after they decided to leave their senior role as royal members. Each one of them is using their phone to record their feelings towards that and how it happened. And what's interesting about it is that it starts on the sentence that both Harry and Meghan ask, which is, what happened? People wonder, yes, what happened? And they are trying to answer that question. And it's interesting because it starts there with Harry and Meghan giving their feelings, how stressed out it was for them. And reflecting on it, we can see Prince Harry at the airport when he was leaving to go to Canada to meet with Meghan. I really enjoyed this series, especially the first episode where he talks about his romance with Meghan Markle and when he talks about Diana. The first episode is about Prince Harry and his romance with Meghan Markle. They talk about the early days, how they met. It's very cute and sweet, right? It's very romantic. You have the feeling that there's an element of fate to it. The way Harry met Meghan through a friend, and the fact that Meghan was asked less than a year prior to her meeting Harry which of Prince William and Harry she would choose, and she ended up choosing Harry under the pressure of the journalists. So it was quite funny because the people at Netflix chose to show this clip to Prince Harry, and he wasn't surprised that Meghan Markle didn't know which one to choose between William and Harry because she didn't know much about them. After talking about their romance, how they met, and how they managed to keep it secret, that he talks about his mother, and he talks about the fact that he has very little memories of her. What he remembers is her laugh, how amazing it was, and he remembers seeing the paparazzi everywhere. And it's sad because it says that somehow it's as if his mind is blocking out memories of Diana. It's like the mind is protecting him from remembering anything about her because some of the memories are quite painful. He talks about his life in the royal family under the glare of the media, and with people watching them, people having hopes about them, people projecting their fears, their love, their hatred towards them, and it's like in a fishbowl. They don't have any control over their lives. That's what he want to put through this documentary. He talks about how he wanted out, how he was desperate to get out of this because he saw his mom suffer. He saw her cry. He remembered her crying, the tears on her cheeks, and he said that there's no way possible that his wife would go through that. And he explains why he was trying to protect Meghan Markle. And what is interesting here that the media have made a big thing about is that he was using pictures of paparazzi to show how it was in the 90s, and that this type of behavior has been replaced now by online harassment. It's no longer the paparazzi that were following them, but online, it's terrible. They get attacked for things that they say. It was quite interesting to see. I was touched by how they presented their story, and it comes from their heart. They're not trying to embellish anything. They're telling it how they lived it. Take it or leave it. It's their experience of the love or the understanding of what happened during that time in the royal family. The first episode was about Diana and Prince Harry and the romance with Meghan Markle. The second episode in that series is about Meghan Markle and the press, how everything got out and how their friends reacted, how the press went after their friends, trying to pay them to get stories out, and especially negative stories out. Some of her friends, she said, accepted the money and started giving false stories about her, nothing that happened in her real life. She talks about her family situation, especially with her father and her mother, and she doesn't understand what happened with her dad. And she was quite sad about the situation. At one point, Doria says that she was pursued by the press, but what she knew was that she had to keep her mouth shut, not say anything, because everything that she would say would be used against her daughter. And as a parent, her prerogative is to protect her daughter at all costs. And she says that that's why she doesn't understand why her ex-husband Thomas, who talked to the press so much. She said that as a parent, you should not say something against your children, no matter what you think they may have done to you. It's no longer about you, it's about them. She respects that. She respects the privacy of Harry and Meghan. So I did love that. I did love the fact that Doria was given her say. We hear her for the first time. We never heard her speak before. This was the first time. She's very soft-spoken. She talks about racism, how she was the one who identified with some other friends of Meghan that there was a racist connotation to whatever was said about Meghan in the press. Also, she said that she regret the way she raised Meghan because she raised Meghan to not see color. She said that she raised Meghan as a mixed race and she never instilled anything about color in her education. Even when something racist happened to her, she will just not say anything negative about the experience or the people who were treating her badly. Even Meghan Markle recalled that moment when she saw a white lady say the N-word towards her mom, and her mom never replied back, never said anything regarding that, and then never spoke about it, which is sad because it's something that needs to be talked about, especially if you are of Black heritage. It's important to prepare your child for that so that whenever they are in that situation, they know how to react. Meghan Markle was raised like a unicorn baby, which means that there's no black, there's no white, she's just her, a biracial. She accepted who she was, but she didn't know how to fit in society, a society that was very much obsessed with race. Her mom never spoke about race to her. So she grew up thinking that she was a human being, not seeing color. And people, when they looked at her, couldn't tell whether she was white or she was black. They knew that she was mixed with something, but definitely not black. So she never got the black treatment, meaning the treatment that people give to people of color, between quotes, or to black people in general. So she never had that experience, and that experience was new to her. Growing up in California, she never saw race, she never saw color, she never saw the world through colorized and racial eyes. Well, this kind of perception is fantastic in an ideal world where everything is fine, but in this type of world where everything is perverted, where people are mean, where people will use anything against, it's dangerous to raise kids like that. And that's what Doria ended up saying. She said that she regret not having spoken about racial issues with Meghan Markle, not having spoken about what it really meant, not have raised her with the idea that people will see her differently once they learn that she's black. So I'm not sure if you understand what I mean, but it was really interesting, really interesting. You get to know about who Meghan is via her friends. And I remember that some people had said that Meghan Markle didn't have any friends at all, but in the documentary you have at least 10 friends that came to talk about Meghan Markle, some friends from Harry's as well, and people who work in the palace, now work with Harry, also came to talk about the couple. You have so many people who work with her on Suits, the TV show, and who became friends with her. If you want to know about Meghan and Harry, I would advise you to watch it. Obviously, the media are calling people not to watch that because they know that by watching it, you will see the lies. You will see how perverse and how mean they were to Meghan and Harry, because there are some receipts there. That's why they want people not to watch it. They want people to skip it, to boycott it, because they know that they will be found out, and that people will realize that despite what they say about Meghan Markle attacking the royal family, this isn't the case. Meghan Markle doesn't attack the royal family in those 3 episodes. Let me know what you think. Hope you liked the video. Feel free to click on like if it's the case. Subscribe for more videos and click on the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. Thank you.